We made it. Look, we made it.
Just staggers like 5 feet away and throws up.
Yep.
That's accurate. Get it out. Okay, let me get this off of you, and he'll start untying the harness that was wrapped around him, and he'll throw the rope back down the passage.
Yep.
Kid, can you go let Dee know that we're gonna need ice packs and gauze, bandages, and
All of it.
painkillers if she's got them?
Yep. Are there lights on at the shack, or
There
is it dark?
are. No, yeah, no, there's lights. D has abandoned you.
The boat is gone.
No, yeah, I just never actually made any lights. I would say there is a light on there, so yeah, you can go ahead and rush over there. As soon as you throw the door open, you see her look up. It looks like she wasn't actually asleep yet. She was like looking at her phone intently, and she glances up at you and goes, "Oh, okay. Oh, that I don't like the look of that. Who got hurt? What happened?"
V did. It was V. He's
Okay.
hurt.
Okay, hurt but alive. That's an important distinction.
As she says alive, he does like air quotes for like he's in bad shape. If you don't mind,
Yep. Okay. What do you need? What do you need? And she hobbles out after you, kind of like, stretching a little bit, and goes, "What? Where is he? What happened?"
is Milo's bag in view inside here?
Yeah, I would say
Didn't we leave
yes.
it?
Yep.
Okay, then he'll just make sure he grabs Milo's bag because he remembers Milo saying he left the first aid kit in his bag.
Okay.
And he'll kind of lead her over to the cave, see them over here, and show her to them.
Milo's just sort of sitting there on the ground. He's got to be probably like head in your lap, just sitting there, trying to keep you comfortable. And he's got your leg elevated again, shirtless, scraped up, beat up. Fingernails are probably bloody from all the climbing he's had to do.
Dude, you guys look like death warmed over, honestly. I'm going to try to get D's token on here, but it's going to be huge, so I apologize for Monster D whenever she appears. Yeah.
We went through it, guys.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Boom. Here comes D. No, yeah, she hobbles over to you and immediately, kind of rushes into action. But I think this would be a good place to take a break.
Yes, let's take a break. Okay, good. V didn't die. That was a concern
V
going
lays down
into
and
tonight.
passes out.
V is absolutely fucking out of it. Everybody has a point of exhaustion. Sorry, I do make the rules, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yep, this was a pretty rough way to get out of a cave, I gotta say. But you know what? None of us died.
No.
He might lose a little weight, put some more weight on his bones, because I saw him throw up as we came out.
Yeah. We'll get you a good meal in the morning when you're not fighting off death. And then
Also got your bag.
The first, we'll do first aid. That'll be a whole scene. Unless we just want to like
1 HPS.
We're really only just changing out your bandages and assessing your wound and being like, oh yeah, that won't scar, definitely won't scar.
Yep.
Don't worry. He kind of like brushes V's hair. Don't worry. Chicks think scars are cool.
Does V even conscious enough to answer?
No. He doesn't hear anything. He passed the fuck out. He's out.
Yeah, you just see V give you like the weirdest look, and Milo, you think that you've said something weird again, but then you see V's eyes just like roll back into his head and his eyes close.
Help me get him to bed. And me to bed. Oh, that was something.
How about I get all of you to bed? And you look dehydrated and terrible, frankly, and wow. Ha. You'll have to tell me what happened, but for now let's just get you boys inside. This is a little bit it's giving me flashbacks. All right. Let's go.
Well, we're all alive, so thanks for a great
And we
story.
caught some bugs.
Okay, congratulations. Yeah, you bugs. Yeah, that'll
Ghost.
definitely. You Pokemon
And-
trainers, I swear. Anything for. Okay.
Have you known? Well, I guess, yeah, you have since you knew Oak. I need sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is as good point as any. Let's take a little bit of a break here, guys.
Little break. Sounds good.
Before we come back.
Oh,
God.
And deal with your intense issues, V, because you will not be back up to full HP, even if you want to be. Well, here's my question for you guys. Would you like to go to the next morning, or is there anything else? Because essentially, Dee's plan is to get you all into the little house and put you to bed immediately. But if there's anything else you'd like to do.
No, I think Milo pretty much acquiesces to that.
Yeah, it's been a day.
It's been a day. It's been a good
Really
day. It's
good.
been a bad day. It's been a mix of things. We survived it though, so that's saying something.
That's true. All right. In which case, I will say that the next morning you guys probably sleep in.
Probably.
yep.
But the light begins to leak in through the
I
windows.
get one more hit die. Oh boy.
Yep. But you can go ahead and roll your hit dice. Those of you who need it. Those of you who can.
Does the exhaustion last through this day, or do we clear it up with the rest?
Honestly, this is interesting. No, I would say that you probably cleared up with a rest because you're 14 and full of 14-year-old resistances, which are
Yep.
honestly super...
Fall off a roof and be A-okay?
Dude, I miss
Yep.
those days.
Head first into the ground and no problems at all?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays,
when
if
you fell
you
off a
sleep
cliff.
with like you sleep with your head canted just like 2 degrees too
Yeah,
far.
right.
God, it's so real.
You're in pain all day long.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't even fucking move your neck.
So I would say, yeah, you get rid of your exhaustion. However, V, you get 1 hit die back, and you can roll your remaining hit die from the previous
I've
day.
got 2 hit die.
Yep. But go ahead and
If
roll.
okay, I've got a question because the jam basically acts like a potion, right? Could V recover if I give him my last jar of jam? Does it work on people too, or just Pokemon?
I've been thinking about that a lot. I don't think it works on people.
Sorry, V, you can't have jam.
Damn. Oh, I mean, I could. It just
You
would
could,
kill
you
me.
could. It would sustain you. It acts as a food source. Definitely. You could eat, the jam.
Bit heart, probably.
As V's recovering in the morning, D's probably checking in on everybody. Kid's just like, hey, check this out. He lets out 7 Pokemon all at once.
Oh, God.
Yep. Oh.
You got a good amount of hit points back.
Yeah.
I have, like, half my hit points now. Yeah, that's
A
fine.
little bit more than half, but yeah. You're
Little bit
still
more.
not feeling 100%. D definitely gives you, basically all but ties you to the bed and threatens you, like, don't you move, don't you do it. I will get you some breakfast, and you will not go anywhere. Now, I don't know what your kid's plan is, but your leg, pardon my French, got a little bit hecked up. So...
You can say fuck D, it's fine.
You watch your mouth, young man. You're worse than your father.
No,
All right.
D, it's okay. Society's come a really long way. We don't really give a shit anymore.
Just because you nearly died yesterday doesn't give you the... Listen to me. Listen. What are you planning to do from now on? Because, let me tell you, your leg should not be used for a while.
Fine.
How far are we from Cinnabar?
Do you want us to take it from him?
Yes,
Wait.
better amputate it. Don't know what to
No?
tell you.
Hey, wait.
It's a joke. It's a joke. She kind of pats your head absentmindedly. Goes, look, the point is, if you want to go adventuring, I would greatly recommend against it. Now, Cinnabar is approximately 4 hours away, so we could definitely, hoist V here back into the boat, and I can take you all down there. But I would greatly recommend maybe staying at the Pokemon Center for a while before you get back into it.
Yeah, definitely got to get you a real crutch. Something that you can put some weight on.
It'll be fine by, like, tomorrow, right?
Well, she kind of glances at the leg again. You'll be fine by tomorrow. But I don't know about your leg, dear. It might take a couple more days to recover. And it's just going to recover slower if you get right back to it.
But we're just starting our adventure. Can't just, like, sit around for a week.
Well, if you want your adventure to continue, you're going to have to learn to sit around sometimes. It's the only way you can get better.
This might work out for us, though, because we also, I don't know if you guys have forgotten, we're basically flat broke. So
yeah,
we could use your recovery period to see if we could take some jobs.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
What am I supposed to do?
We take it's Pokemon jobs. You can still take them. This is like the perfect opportunity because it shouldn't be too intensive on us. So you don't have to strain yourself, and we can make some money hopefully by sending our Pokemon out to do odds and ends. Maybe I don't know what kind of jobs they have, but
yeah,
I guess. So boring though.
I know.
It sucks.
It'll be fine. Honestly, I'm just glad you're alive. Like, truthfully, super grateful that you're alive.
Milo here's got a point, You have to learn to be careful. You're not invincible. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but you're not. Humans are actually quite breakable, especially compared to Pokemon. You should be, honestly, really grateful that you even made it out of there. Some people don't.
Haven't died yet.
Right, that doesn't mean you're not going to.
It's something you tend to only do, once.
Look, and she kind of pats your head, but you can tell that it's a gesture meant to be like, shut up, listen. And she's like, look, your father, I don't pretend like I know him personally that well, but he went to a lot of dangerous places, and lots of trainers do. It's part of the job, but you have to rely on other people sometimes. And other people need to rely on you. And the only way they can do that is if you're alive and, in good enough condition to help them out. By taking care of each other, you take care of yourself, and by taking care of yourself, you take care of each other. No man is an island. Even if you technically own an island, that's a different thing.
We'll be more careful.
Promise?
Can a man be a timeshare?
Can a man be a what?
A timeshare.
He's like,
sometimes, sure.
That's... nope, not gonna comment on that. Look, kids and kid and Milo and Fee, just please be careful. You do know that some trainers literally die. Why, I've even heard tales of a trainer who happened to be of questionable decision-making and wandered into a very heavy snowstorm and almost froze to death. And he would have if it hadn't been for his Pokemon. And she kind of looks up and stares into the distance and goes, and I think one of the only things that kept him alive is knowing how much others would have missed him. Or perhaps knowing how much his mother would have killed him again if she found out that it ever happened. Anyway.
Sounds like there's a whole story around that.
Maybe
is that you?
Someday
Are you the mom?
Look.
Did your kid wander in a snowstorm?
Who is your kid?
The point isn't that. The point
Do
isn't
we know him?
that. I don't think so. Look, I'm just saying, you can die. I need you to get that in your brain. Kids your age just don't seem to realize it.
I mean, I know that. Well, you could die, but you could also die just like walking down the street or taking the bus or
The statistics are skewed a
eating a
little bit in
hamburger.
favor. Look, the statistics are skewed a little bit in favor of climbing down the cave and dying down there. And look, I don't know what your relationship with your father is, but I know that he wouldn't want you to get hurt.
He wouldn't care.
Oh, V. She kind of pats your head again and gets up and walks back to the kitchen, shaking her head.
Alright, well, in that case,
I mean, probably the only cave we're gonna go, climbing through for the next while, so it's fine, right?
Sure. I'm sure there won't be any more caves. No more caves.
No way. Yeah, no way we would possibly make any more questionable decisions.
None.
Well, I didn't say that.
Did we head for Cinnabar? Or do we want to spend another day here?
Nope. If I have to sit around and do nothing, I'd rather not sit around and do nothing here. You should, however, Milo, go into the back bedroom and find a new shirt that is now yours and not someone else's, because we're appropriating it, because yours got ripped up.
I mean, kind of looks past V over to D. Do you know if there are any, clothes that might fit me here? Because I do have spares, so it's not a huge deal, but...
Well, I mean, it's V's place as much as, Gary's, I suppose, so you can go ahead and take it if he's alright with that. It might be a little bit large, but, yeah.
If he left shit here, it's ours now.
Language, dear. But yes, you can go ahead and take it.
I'll go see if I can
If
find
you-
any of Gary
If he
Oak's
left
old
shoot
shirts.
here.
You find a couple of shirts, I would say. Go for funsies, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
The sentence doesn't work with the word shoot, though.
Of course. Of course. 21.
Nice.
Now I
You
roll
find
well.
everything.
You go into the back and you find yourself, you dig around. You do find quite a few shirts. You find one, like, waffle shirt. That's, it seems to be a little bit for colder weather. You find a couple of t-shirts. One of them, which appears to have been, like, custom printed, which says on the front, Gary Oak Fan Club.
Burn that one.
But you also find, surprisingly, like, as you're going through it, you find, actually, for 21, God.
How many extra shirts? Because he's gonna try to find one that'll fit him, and then if he's going through it and he's finding them and they look old, like they haven't been used or worn in 30 years, he'll just take them with him.
I mean, yeah, you find like three t-shirts. The one that says Gary Oak Fan Club. You also find the
That's
waffle
a special
shirt.
one in my inventory.
Yep. You also find some underwear, which I don't know if you're gonna take those.
Nice.
But you also find actually like a stack of what seems to be old letters. Ones of them have been opened, but just like they're tucked into the back of one of the dressers.
Kind of like looks over his shoulder. Does it sound like they're impatiently waiting for him downstairs? Or wherever. I guess this is kind of like a one-room cabin, isn't it?
It is kind of a one-room cabin. I would say that this is a little bit of like not a deck necessarily, but you see how the roof is a little bit tilted. This upper part is almost like an overhang.
A loft.
Yeah, like a loft area that seems to contain stuff, essentially. And you're up there. I guess Kid and V go just roll me perception.
Yeah,
V's just like arguing with D over like word choice and semantics.
If it sounds like he's got a moment, he'll kind of look at them just out of morbid curiosity.
Okay.
And because I have to know.
Yes. You better read those.
There's quite a lot, and the majority of them, it appears to be some sort of back and forth between somebody you don't know and Gary himself. It seems to be letters that Gary wrote to somebody. Some of them are drafts, apparently. You would have to sit down and take more time than just a couple of minutes. But just the general gist of it, it appears to have been from at least, I would say, like, at least 15 years ago, because you find a date on one of them and it's 15 years ago. Some of the letters seem to contain, there are a couple of drafts from Gary, and then mostly replies from another person, who just signs their name as M, and seems to be almost inviting Gary back to Kanto. And it's curious because from what you can, like, ascertain, it seems like this person is beginning to set it up so that Gary Oak takes the next professor position. There's talk about, like, hey, your granddad's getting kind of old, and, like, I know he's stubborn, but we think that, with everything that you've done and all of your research, we think you'd be a great fit for the position of professor. And that kind of confuses you because you know that Gary never was a professor. And this is the first time you're kind of hearing of it, even with everything that you know about V. So it seems that there was plans laid there and a little bit of back and forth about things like, yeah, you can do this, and also there's this research, and of course the lab, you naturally inherited anyways, blah, blah, blah. That's you'd have to look through it further for details beyond that, but that's the general idea.
He's gonna take the Gary Oak fan club t-shirt, flip it inside out, and wrap the letters in it, and kind of just stuff it into his bag, and then find one that fits him, like one of the other t-shirts that just fits roughly. Throw that in the bag. Take the extra shirts. Okay. Interesting. I need to be discreet.
Okay, Milo, it's time to use that deception score, which I know is super high.
He's so good. But no, then he'll run back down. Okay, well, I think I found something that'll work. At least it's kind of baggy, and there was another one that just looks warm, but like, look at this. It's kind of like takes out the one that the textured shirt. It's got these textures to it. I think that, like, if we needed bandages or something, it would work really well to, like, soak up blood and help, like.
Yes. I am 100% on board of ripping his clothing to use as bandages.
Okay. I don't know whether I should be. No, you know what? I'm okay with that. All right. So then I guess we head to Cinnabar, right? Go check in the Pokemon Center.
Seems like the next course of action.
All right then.
We sit on a boat for 4 hours and then sit in Cinnabar for I don't know how long. He just, like, frustratedly, like, looks at his leg.
It'll be a couple days maybe. Like I said, when we get to Cinnabar, we'll limp around till we can find you a crutch. And hopefully the Pokemon Center has something. I mean, like, trainers, if trainers get hurt, then they have to have something for us. And maybe
would a wheelchair look cool or terrible?
I mean, do you want a cast? Would you like to have a cast?
Not really. Those things are really itchy.
How did it
look when
we changed the bandage? Yeah, last night when we kind of, like, because after V fell unconscious, we would have taken the t-shirt bandage off and wrapped it with actual, like, gauze and
real bandage,
ace bandages with, D's knowledge as a former, apparently Pokemon trainer mother.
I would say that between D's medical knowledge, a medical check, which I did not roll, but I feel like she should get to have anyways. You know that the ankle is pretty ripped up, so there's a lot of like lacerations and stuff, but you are able to keep infection at bay because A, salt water, and B, you know, you actually managed to get to it in time, so like you cleaned the wound after V was basically passed out. It is D has ascertained that it is twisted and it is quite swollen, but it's not broken. So it looks red and swollen right now, and probably within the next day it will turn, you know, true black and blue essentially. But
all the colors.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it'll be a few days. You just have to kind of hobble around, but you know, we won't let you just sit around. Besides, what? We have an exhibition match tomorrow, right? Because
In the next couple days.
I think they were supposed to be getting to Cinnabar tomorrow, if I remember the ferry schedule correctly.
Said it was like 3 days. I don't know how long it's been here.
We spent 1 on the water getting out here, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 here. So that would be... This would be the 3rd day. So is the ferry arriving today or tomorrow?
The ferry would probably be arriving tomorrow morning, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if we get to Cinnabar first, we can get checked into the Pokemon Center, get the big room with the bunk beds, if they have one like that. And then we can be there when Moelle, you know, shows up tomorrow on the ferry. And hopefully, like, the big guy and Blur are there with her, and we can do, like, a 3v3 exhibition match and have it streamed on her channel. And I don't know, do you think it would look cooler for you to be in a cast, or... I mean, we're going to be up in those rooms,
yeah,
so maybe
they
we
won't
could...
really see us that much, I don't think. Right? Because we'll be up in, like, the booths, and you can kind of look through the windows, but I don't know if she's going to be, like, recording.
How much do the Pokemon
side?
battles, like, when they're recorded, how much do they show the trainers, I guess is the question.
In professional battles that you've seen recorded previously, you know that A, there's video cameras on the field naturally, and you presume that there's a way to get, you know, that footage somehow, if you're able to.
Probably.
And you could probably set it up to record inside the booth as well. Usually when it is broadcast on TV, there is definitely like a, you know, POV from the trainer inside the booth itself with some dramatic lighting added in for, you know, effect.
But I mean, we'll be sitting, so...
Yeah, I have an idea. How
we'll
about...
even really be able to see it anyways.
Let's find you a cane, okay? Just a short cane, because then when you're sitting, you can have it just sort of like crossed across your lap, make it all look cool. But then when you're walking, you can actually have something to help take the weight off your foot.
Wouldn't that make me look like super old?
No, you gotta rock the cane. You gotta own it. And then it won't make you look old. You'll look cool.
Be like great grandpa Oak.
He kind of like thinks about it and looks around.
D at this
he looks
point...
at the house. Is there a cane here?
Yeah.
No.
It's so funny because Dee also like looks over her shoulder from the kitchen where she's been like cutting something up and raises her eyebrow and says, "Hey, what's wrong with being old, eh?"
I mean, it might be convenient. When you moved in here, Dee, did you happen to see any canes that V's great-grandpa might have left behind?
Look, Sam was as stubborn as this one. It runs in the family. Don't ask me. So, yeah, he limped sometimes, but he never actually used a cane. But, I mean, there's some sticks out there if you wanted to take a stab at getting yourself a walking stick. I think the cane you'll have to probably buy.
I'll be fine.
We all cringe at word 5. Alright, well. C'est la vie. I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. Come on, let's, for the moment, just use me as, like, a crutch, and he'll kind of put a arm around your shoulder to help, get you to the boat.
Okay.
And let's get out to the boat, get you seated, and then we can get underway whenever Dee's ready to shove off.
Okay. The preparations take another couple of hours, I would say. You guys actually only physically leave sieste la vie. Yes, sieste la vie.
No.
I would say that you guys are only really ready to go around noon-ish. But regardless, eventually you get back out onto the open water, and slowly you make your way back towards Cinnabar. Not back towards Cinnabar, but, over to Cinnabar.
Onward to Cinnabar.
Onward.
Onto Cinnabar.
Onto Cinnabar. Yes, indeed. Where is my surf music? Come here, surf.
So, first order of business is going to definitely be Pokemon Center. As long as you don't get attacked on the water.
Well, if we do, it's fine. It'll just be the Pokemon.
That's true.
That's true. I will say it's only a couple of, well, not a couple of hours. It's like, what? How many hours is it? I don't even fucking know. 4 hours, I said, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Can somebody
4
roll
hours to
me
Cinnabar?
just a regular 1d6?
With how I've been rolling, not me.
It's fair.
You want to do it?
Sure.
And I will consult my little chart, which I definitely still have, and I have definitely not lost track of. Give me 1 second. What did you roll?
Also, within 2.
Okay.
But within like the first hour, I guess, V takes his usual spot on the deck, and then he would pull out his phone, and he's actually going to send a message
Okay.
while we vote.
Sure. Actually, speaking of messages, you yoink out your phone, and you do actually have some messages. It appears that you have service on this island. You have a couple of messages from Moelle. She has sent you some updates, apparently, over, DMs on Ruffler, where she's like, hey, I caught up to the big guy. It turns out he does have a Pokemon, but just one. It's real weird. He seems to be not super intent on catching any others. Don't know how he's going to survive, etc. And then it's, lots of, photos of things that she thinks are cute, which is, half flowers, half, look at this cool rock. And the other half, she sees an oddish.
20 messages.
Yeah. Also, actually, Kid, you also have a message from Moelle on the Ruffler that you made. It is the video of you dragging V out of the bed from that one Pokemon Center.
Hell yeah.
Although V's face has been conveniently blurred out. You can still definitely, hear his voice, though.
Hell yeah, dude.
And as all of that is happening and you're kind of lazying around in the boat, at one point, Dee leans over the railing and she goes, Oi! Over there! Look! Don't see that every day! And she points out into the water, just as you all see something of huge, just gigantic size crest through the waves.
Well, Lord.
Hell yeah. Oh. He's so big.
He big.
He big?
Is it right?
No.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, actually. If we caught one,
What?
would we need a boat anymore?
Probably not. I don't know if we could catch it, though. It seems kind of big.
It does, doesn't it?
But just imagine the look on Acacia's face if we send them a
Send her a
Wailord.
Wailord. That'd be hilarious.
I love it. Milo hates it. I love it.
Huh. How do you know? I'll use my Pokedex and try to see if I can reach it to Pokedex it.
I feel like you guys are quite far away, but as you kind of begin to try to do that, I'd say probably D is like, what, you want to get closer to it?
Yeah, if we can.
I suppose so. They're usually not aggressive or anything. Hold on. Just, don't bother it. And then she kind of turns the boat, and you end up eventually coming a little bit closer to it. The whale lord does see you. Doesn't seem super concerned with your...
He's like, huh.
Yeah, the whale lord's just kind of like, yeah, I guess.
But they want, like, a child serving of jam.
I don't know. I don't know if it would even notice.
How do you even, like, if you brought one of those into, like, a Pokemon, like, the gym, would it even fit?
I don't.
So, like, you have to announce that you have something like that in advance.
I've got a whale. Can you make your gym bigger?
Could we go have this battle in the ocean? That's just more convenient for me.
Right. Can you not arrest me for having a battle outside of the gym because it wouldn't fit?
Well, I mean, there's a whale lord. Is there like a pod of Wilmer with it?
This one seems to be alone, weirdly enough. You look around and you don't see anything. Well, you know what? Roll me a perception check just for funsies to see what you do see.
Oh god, it's a rock we're gonna go hit.
Maybe.
No, you look around and no, it doesn't seem to be around anything, honestly. You see some shadows of some water Pokemon deep beneath it that seem to be using it as cover, essentially. But nothing close enough to catch or identify necessarily, and it seems to be just chilling out on its own. You see its eyes looking back towards you a couple of times, but since you don't make any moves to do anything, it just kind of continues on its merry way.
He just like waves at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as it looks, he's definitely also gonna wave.
After a while, you do hear like a very low keening. I don't even know if Discord will pick it up. Just like.
It almost did, but it didn't.
It almost did, but it kind of, yeah.
Does the Pokedex, does it tell you if Pokemon are too strong for you to catch at your current level or no?
A Pokedex can't scan it for a level. You have to be a certain class to know.
Okay.
But you can roll me an Arcana.
We can pretty safely
roll me an Arcana,
to be a little above our pay grade, I think. But
7.
Probably.
I mean, you could certainly try, V. You could certainly try.
No, I don't want to catch them. I was just curious whether, like, they were super, super strong or, like, out of character if they're actually pretty low level like Whalmers are. Surprisingly.
I would say with a 7 Arcana, I can't say anything much more than that.
Yeah. No, he just thinks about it and then waves at it.
Yep.
We could actually catch a whale at this level. Not a whale lord, but we could catch a Whalmer.
Maybe.
That was kind of why I asked if they had a pot, because as soon as I said it, I was like, man, I kind of want to see what Professor Acacia would say if we sent them a whale.
We just sent them a whale.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It'd be really funny. But yeah.
Alright.
Just watch it, and then V'll sit down and go through Moel's like 30 messages, and then he opens up his messenger and kind of just like sits and stares at it for a little while before he writes out a message.
Okay.
As you go to write that out, you're gonna get a text from Kid. It's just a video you blurred out, like you blurred out.
God damn it, Kid, delete that. Where did you even get this?
Milo, did you see this? And then you hear Milo.
No.
What? Oh god, I haven't even. Hold on, I haven't
Delete
even turned
it.
mine
Don't
on
look
since
at it.
yesterday. And he fishes through his backpack and takes out his like 3-year-old phone and turns it on.
Better delete it, Milo.
It could be anybody. Look, it's censored. You don't know who that could be.
I mean, yeah, honestly, it.
Sure.
I like the sound effects that she put on.
I
They're solid. Like, it just perfectly adds to the humor in that
Has-
moment. Why didn't you just get up, V?
what? I didn't have a chance to get up.
You had...
I was. Do you know how hard it would be to stand up when somebody's pulling a blanket from underneath you and then pulls you down the stairs?
No. I mean, like in the 30 minutes between when I woke you
Oh.
up and when he pulled you from the bed. Why didn't you
Because it
just
was
get
like
up?
7 in the morning.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
that.
It was 7 in the morning. We had things to do, places to go. We had people to meet.
No. They can wait.
Yeah, and apparently, and he plays the video again and turns his phone towards V.
Apparently they did.
Sound effects.
Don't make me break that.
I imagine as V rolls down the escalator, there's like a percussion solo essentially that plays over it.
Swear. Don't make me get up.
Yeah, don't.
She is fast on the draw, though, huh?
Yeah.
Like, she did not miss a beat. She was ready for it.
I have a feeling she... It's not even that she was ready. No, it's not even that she was ready for it. It's just she never really puts her phone away, I don't think. If the 20 pictures of flora and fauna are to be assumed that she sent me.
It's like there I thought, why is she taking pictures of a druid? And then you said fauna, and I was like, I'm not smart.
I see.
If you care.
Oh my god, I didn't realize you were texting him. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why it took him like 30 minutes and multiple times that he got distracted for him to actually do it.
Incredible. Your message has not been read for now, but I would say, because I do have to depart in less than 30 minutes, I do want to at least get you guys to Cinnabar.
Yeah.
So, now that you've met a whale lord and nothing terrible has happened, here's what we'll do. I'm just going to double check to make sure that my Cinnabar is in the correct time of day, and it is. Excellent. Good job. You guys slowly begin to approach what appears to be an island in the distance. It is larger, definitely, but it also seems to be almost broken up into several parts, and it has a very curious, very dark red shade to it. It's definitely not like the Cinnabar of old, which has been completely built up. It seems that, something terrible has happened here, not that kind of thing, but it appears to be more of like separate islands. You see a main island which seems to lead up into a volcano that is definitely active, as it is still smoking actively as you pull into it, but the day is otherwise clear and sunny. The water is bright and clear, and there seems to be like a main volcano island where you can see the city line, and you can also see a side island which is a little bit smaller, with a bridge running between them. But as you all kind of begin to approach the dock of the main island, was anybody going to do anything else? Because V is slowly beginning, not V, sorry, D! D is slowly beginning preparations.
I don't think there's really anything we can do.
Yep.
Kid's just gonna ask, did they let us go to the volcano?
D's like
in it?
Well,
No,
you can't jump
in
in. Oh, but you certainly can, visit the volcano. I think they're on tours or something, or they used to. I don't know if they do these days, but you can certainly give it a good old college try. Yeah?
Do you think there are cool fire Pokemon there? I think they're cool fire Pokemon.
Probably.
If there's a volcano, there's gotta be. Yeah.
Right?
Well, you can certainly go ahead and do whatever you like, but I'm gonna have to find our little boat a place to park. So here's what I'll do. I'll drop you off at the main pier. And I'll probably go to a smaller pier because the parking prices are a little bit, easier on my wallet over there. But I
You have to pay to park?
Yeah, sometimes it depends where you go, unless you know some people, which I do.
Dock fees.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop you off, and then if you need me, you have my phone number. Otherwise, I'll probably find you in the Pokemon Center, which you better be there. She kind of looks at you, V, a little bit threateningly.
Yeah.
You better be there.
Be in the Pokemon Center.
Good. Oh,
stay there the whole time.
Goodness.
We'll see the city.
But she goes ahead and pulls in, and you guys are able to climb back out, V, you with the help of your friends.
Carefully, slowly.
Yep.
Try not to fall in the ocean.
Now, as Milo walks in with probably Lou on his shoulder, and I'm sure Kid has a small zoo out and about, right?
Yep.
What kind of looks we get?
How many Pokemon do you have with you?
I only have one out.
Okay.
Just the one. I have Lou, and he's sitting on my shoulder as we walk in.
Okay.
Or kind of like clung onto my back, because I guess he's like 2 feet.
V doesn't have any.
V is a good child.
He's the normal one.
Kid walks off the boat like a scene from fucking one of the John Woo movies where the doves are flying everywhere, except it's a Wingull, a Hoot, a Snowman. Got a Dwebble on one, like under one arm. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, people do give you looks. Like they kind of give you Riolu a weird look, and then immediately everything is overshadowed by the walking zoo that gets off on the docks before you. You begin to slowly approach the city nearby. Everybody just kind of turns to look at you. Nobody really does anything quite yet. They're just all kind of like, okay then, whatever, I guess. Well, sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
They're small Pokemon. It's not like you're trying to walk into the city with a Charizard or anything. Wailord, yeah. But
we're gonna go back and get that thing.
Slowly, you begin to approach the city. Now, as you do so, I would like a couple of things from you guys. This is the shiny new city map, which you will get to explore later on. However, as you head on in, I would like to ask all of you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh,
okay.
Good.
Well, here we go again.
12. 16?
Nice.
12, okay. Milo, it's you this time. As you walk out ahead, helping V with, everything.
Life.
With life. And behind you, you hear your friend and his walking zoo. A weird calmness comes over you, and you look up, and everything seems to have slowed down. You feel your limbs grow heavy, and V almost comes to a full stop, but weirdly enough, it doesn't knock you off balance. You yourself feel frozen in a moment. And before you, a couple of weird things happen. There's a flash, and suddenly everything's changed, kind of. First you see that almost like it's night, and then suddenly it grows dark, but in a different way. You hear...
Not the sepia filter.
The sepia filter, yes, exactly. Let's see, where is my little thingy that I now cannot hear? You hear a weird rumbling, and there is red dust billowing all around you. It's still the same city, but everything feels just a little bit off. And you don't know this, but you feel the exact same feeling of something huge approaching you from the side, as if a truck is, or something even larger than that, is about to rush past you. You hear a thunderclap, and then distantly you also hear screaming, almost. And you want to duck your head and cover it instinctively, but you can't. You're just frozen in this weird moment in time. You want to look around, but all you can see is that there's no people on the streets. They're weird and empty. And there is the same weird rumbling that you've heard from before. And everything is just slightly off, not in the same place that you've just seen it. The sky is different, everything is different. And then as soon as you realize that this really is happening, this is not just a weird hallucination, it fades away, and then suddenly the world flashes back to the way it just was.
He probably like stumbles a step as everything transitions back in and he can move. That was weird.
Did you step on a rock? Or you can let me go. I can hold on for a minute.
I see the problem. Hang on, and Kid will take Spinnerack off your back. I don't know when it got there.
Why did you put your spider on him?
I didn't. It just kind of did its thing.
He kind of like rubs the back of his neck and like furrows his brow.
Did he bite you?
Looks around. I don't feel anything. I definitely saw something. It was like this place, but I don't know, empty? Like
That's weird. It's pretty busy.
I know. But it wasn't just a moment ago.
Are you sure he didn't bite you? Maybe we should hurry to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Are Spinneracks poisonous?
I feel like probably.
Probably.
Everything hurts, so probably.
Everything likes to poison you.
Yeah, it really does.
Alright, where's the Pokemon Center? Where are we going?
Go up to literally the first person. Hi, I'm Milo. Can you tell me where the Pokemon Center is?
A person looks really surprised for a second and is just like, hi, I'm... Wait, why am I telling you my name? Right, Pokemon. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of... Oh, that's a Pokemon. Oh, jeez. Over there.
His name's Lou.
Yep.
He's friendly.
Cool. Yeah. Right down the street, right there. Get.
Cool. Thanks, whoever you were, because you didn't introduce us.
Bye, person.
Even though Milo was so polite.
Down here?
Yep.
We'll follow their directions and go to the Pokemon Center in desperate need of help.
Yep. All right, excellent. You can definitely make it to the Pokemon Center. I do apologize, kid, for not pulling out all of your Pokemon. It's
you're good. No, it's
just a little bit easier for me.
Yeah, that's a lot of sprites you would have to deal with. I completely understand.
But let me see where in my Pokemon Center is. There it is. And I can go ahead and put you in here. However, I think as you walk in and finally make it to the next save point, I think
you just have to tell us who the person is there. Is it another iteration of Joy?
Oh shoot, that's right. Hold on, where's my Joy dispenser? I pre-made so many of them. Okay, next one
Good name for like a
is let's
candy.
see. Yes, this is going to be
Joy Dispensary, Pokemon Center, or marijuana.
all nurse. Oh geez, why is she so big? Stop it.
I like how they all have this kind of like, what the heck is going on?
Concern.
That's just the look that people get whenever they meet you.
Yep, it's fair.
We're a lovely bunch of children.
You really are.
We we do the
Yep.
best we can.
All
Kid
right.
walks in like holding Spinnerack to the far right as Wingle trying to get at it from the left. Like, no.
Not bad.
Just gonna let that do what it needs to do and go see if
God.
I can get us some rooms.
Yep, that's fair. That's very fair. As you go up there, the nurse kind of glances past you a little bit and goes, can you please not? Okay. Right. Hi. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm Milo. That
Hmm.
is Kid, and that is V,
Nice to
and
meet
we
you.
are Pokemon trainers. And he'll take out his
Wow, I
Let's
could
go
have never
license,
sit
or
guessed.
down.
his license.
Mm-hmm.
We need a room to stay in while we're here. We'll probably be in Cinnabar for 4 days, maybe a week,
Oh, all
if
right.
that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like just a single large room, or would you like separate rooms? Because we do have a couple of separate rooms open.
You have like one big room with bunk beds.
We do have one of those, yeah.
That one.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
okay, excellent. Yes. Excuse me. Are you with him?
Him? Yes, that is Kid. Yes.
Right. Can you
The
please
walking
tell
menagerie.
him to not have his Pokemon all out? Because there's people coming through here. You know, it's not.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing. We just got back from a short adventure, and he caught a lot of Pokemon. I mean, as you could see,
Yep.
he's sending them back to our professor because he has to within the 1 day limit that we have,
Mm-hmm.
in order to
Right. They have
abide
to be
by
in
the
their
rules.
Pokeballs for that, though. So
Well,
maybe.
he's just saying goodbye because we're gonna go use the computer. So
Okay, well, all right. Look, here's the key to the room, and she slides one over to you. It's just up the stairs. All right. Just say goodbye a little faster.
okay, I'll go tell him that we need to call our
She
professor as soon as
she
possible.
is so lucky that V is not up there.
And
I
then
like
he'll
how immediately she was sassy with
Yep.
poor little Milo.
Not
And
everybody.
V went and sat down because
Okay.
sitting.
Not everybody likes
She
to
is
listen.
lucky.
Yeah, not everyone is
Oh.
She
susceptible
would
to
have
his
got some
charms.
shit.
That's fine.
All
Okay,
right.
so we got to send the friends back to Acacia. I got keys to the room upstairs. V, why don't you go ahead send what you need to back, and then I can help you
What?
up the stairs, and
Wait.
then
Hold on.
Look at how tiny Froakie is. That was adorable.
Oh god. Sorry. I don't know why my freaking thing is flipping out on me for some reason. Why? I'm not on map. Why are you? No.
did you move the map onto the object
Did
layer?
I? How? Why? No, it's supposed to be on map. Okay, there we go. But
Yeah.
okay.
But we'll talk to Acacia later.
Okay, yeah, because I'm sorry guys, I have
Because
to
I know
go.
you have to go.
Yeah,
So
no, yeah. I've
Yeah.
been expecting you to
Cut it.
I will have to dip a little bit, but yes.
I just wanted to know what her name was, which I don't think we got.
You don't. Yeah, you didn't actually get her name, did you? It is.
No, I introduced myself, but she didn't really care, so Milo just kept going because she didn't seem to really care.
This is
Yep.
Nurse Jill.
We'll find out later.
You will find out later.
Nurse Jill.
Nurse Jill. All right. But you've made it to Cinnabar, and your adventures can continue from here next week
Yay.
on
We're not
Curse of Teenagers.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Curse of Pokemon. God.
Hey, I have a Gary Oak fan club T-shirt to terrorize V
God.
with.
Oh no.
Heretofore unknown future date.
If you ever show that to him, he will set it on fire so quickly.
Pyro will just be immediately out, just like Emperor right now.
Yep.
Flamethrower.
I don't care that it's he stuffed it back in his backpack. Show him what that means.
As Milo comes walking back, probably in like line of sight of Nurse Jill, she just sees Kid do this to Wiggle and like grab it and stop it from grabbing Spinner.
Come here, bird.
Oh man.
All right. Well, guys, I apologize for having to run out on you, but that was good. Nobody died. Nobody died.
Nobody died. That was
Not
hard.
this time.
That was a lot of dice.
He was trying his best. He was trying to make it happen.
I have a +1 in athletics, like same as I think Milo.
Yep.
But I can't roll above like a single digit number. So now I did okay.
Yeah, but
not great, but okay.
The story.
It's the story.
Yeah, right.
It's the story.
Yep.
I feel like it would have been hilarious if V would have been the one to get that like past vision, you know, and just completely like
all over.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Do I have am I concussed? What is happening?
Did I actually die and I didn't know?
Yep. No, this is fun. This is turning out to be very good because then I can give visions to all of you. Good. All right.
Milo was very confused.
Indeed. I like how none of you talking
fail
about
the charisma save.
If you can fail the charisma save
we all
someday.
think we're insane.
Yeah. All right.
This is like a second near-death experience, you know? Like, first day we were at a train wreck. Now we almost died in a cave.
Yep.
It's fine.